Hello friends, and welcome to your December 2022 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I hope you are well and I hope you are excited for December TarotScopes, as I am excited to start recording them. So just to give you a little bit of housekeeping as to what it is, how it works, and what you can expect over the next couple of minutes. This intro, everybody gets the same intro just to save me from repeating things 12 times. I record 12, and I'm showing 4 fingers, I mean, I don't know. I record 12 readings using the same structure, the same method, the same process, the same tarot decks, etc. I record 12, and I want to show 4 fingers again. I don't know what's up with me with that. So I record 12 videos, one for Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. I stick this intro at the beginning of each of them, and I release them, giving you insight into the month ahead. We are obviously into the last month of 2022, and it is super, super exciting to be at this place. So what I've done, instead of our standard kind of TarotScope structure, I've actually created a bit of a spread that's going to help you to see what was the lesson of 2022. Have you achieved that? What do you still need to do to overcome it? What do we need to take with us into 2023? What do we need to leave behind? And a couple of other things, okay? So I've sort of thrown together this ensemble of a spread of a reading, and I'm going to do exactly the same reading for each sign of the zodiac. If you're on YouTube and you open up the description of this video, you will find links to all the other zodiacs. So if you want to watch for your friends or your partners or your children, or somebody, your worst enemy, to see what it is that they need to deal with or what they are going through, you can do that. So all of them will be in the description below. And you can just go through and watch as many as you need. I do encourage everybody, when I do the month ahead TarotScopes like this, I do encourage you partway through the month to sort of come back and just do a quick check-in. All right, I know I do TarotScopes on a weekly basis, but then is categorized by element. So for the month ahead, I like to do full videos for each sign of the zodiac. I also, when I start the recordings, I set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you do know what your things are, if you do know what your alignments are, you are welcome to watch all of those. So yeah, whatever is applicable and appropriate to you. So I do generally just do the 3, sun, moon, and rising, because then it just gets too complicated if we go any further than that. So when I'm shuffling and when I'm doing the videos, I do set those intentions. I am going to work with 2 amazing tarot decks for this particular reading. The first one I'm going to work with is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Now, oopsie, I nearly dropped it there. This deck is just amazing. Let me do that, then the camera will hopefully focus. The artwork is just gorgeous. The artwork is just beautiful. And it's got quite a whimsical fantasy type of feel to it. And then to pair it with, I'm pairing it with the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which is just as gorgeous, just as beautiful. I hope the camera's focusing because I can't see. And just as whimsical, just as fantasy related. So I thought these 2 will actually work so well together to do the reading. Like I said, I've got a whole lot of questions written out. I am also going to include an oracle deck as well. So, it's going to give you a lot of insight in how best to end off 2022. We are then obviously looking forward at 2023. So when I do the January TarotScopes, which I will release sort of the last week of December, in that last week of December, I will release the January TarotScopes, and there we're going to look forward at the whole of 2023. So this one for December, we're basically looking backwards. We're looking at 2022. What do you still need to achieve? What was the lesson? Have you done it? How are you doing? What do you need to leave behind? And what do you need to take ahead with you? So I do hope that you are going to enjoy the readings. If you do enjoy the reading, all I ask from you is a thumbs up. I love comments, so if you do want to leave me a little comment, that would always be greatly appreciated. I do read them all. I don't always get a chance to reply, but I do absolutely read every single one of them. And if you would like to leave a show of gratitude, you can. Just over here somewhere on the screen will be a super thanks button that will allow you to leave a a donation, a tip, if you may, a way of showing gratitude for the insight that you have received during the video. So I'm now going to flip the camera around so that you can see the table and that you don't necessarily have to see my face, because I do need a lot of space to show you all the cards. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started with your zodiac. I'll see you there. Okay, so Libra, let's get into your reading and see what December has in store for you. So I am shuffling the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which I have decided is going to be our main deck for today. So let's just give it a shuffle. These cards are quite nice and soft and bendy, so they do shuffle quite nicely. I do have the other tarot deck and an oracle deck just off camera, and I will use them at the end of the reading to get additional clarification and understanding. So Libra, we are looking at December 2022. I have got a whole lot of questions written out that we're going to work through using this particular deck, and then we will use the other two decks. So once I've shuffled, I'm just about happy with the shuffle. Once I've shuffled, I'm going to lay the cards on the table over here, and I'm just going to draw straight off the top to get the cards that we need. Just have this urge to do one more. I don't know why, but we are Libra. There we go. Okay, put them back together and let's cut the deck. So put it over there. Right, so Libra, card number 1. And I'm picking up 2 cards. What we're looking at, the first question we have is, what energies, situations, or circumstances do you need to leave behind in 2022? So whatever's happened, whatever you're currently going through, what is an energy, a situation, or a circumstance that you need to leave behind? And Libra, here we have the 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands is an interesting card. I mean, here we've got 5 children, 5 characters climbing the same tree. But it looks like everybody's out to get the other person. We're all trying to get to the top first. You can see that these two, they're not paying attention to the boys. These two are sort of, you know, moving their way up the tree. But this one, he's very concerned about what's going on here. He looks like he's just up to no good. I mean, just look at that facial expression. You can see that he looks like he's absolutely up to no good. So the 5 of Wands is the card of competition. It's the card of struggle. It's the card of, you know, where everybody's fighting the same situation, the same thing, and nobody actually knows who, what, when, and how. As an energy of what you need to leave behind in 2022, it is your competitiveness, this constantly trying to keep up, outsmart, outwit, outlast, outdo everybody else. Now, I know, Libra, you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, but I'm not like that. But I think if you really think about it, you may find yourself at certain parts of your life in certain times where you think, oh, that person said that or did that, I want to do the same. And then you're always trying to keep up and trying to position yourself in the same way as everybody. So this is something that we need to leave behind in 2022. It's not an energy that belongs in 2023. So what is? Our next card is what you should. A circumstance, an energy, a situation that you should take into 2023. So let's see, what should you be carrying forward? And here we have the Queen of Swords. Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? You know what, Queen of Swords, like, you look at her face, you look at the expression on her face, and I wouldn't want to mess with her. She is yielding quite a sword over here, and I can promise you she knows exactly how to use it. She's got a I want to say like a mask on her chest. I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like a mask on her chest. But it's the facial expression. It's this look of power, this look of authority, this look of, I can take you out and I will enjoy it. You know, she really has quite a powerful energy about her. And this is what you need to understand. You know, Libra, you are a powerful energy. You are somebody that everybody looks up to, that everybody looks to for answers. When people are struggling in your life, in their lives, they will always turn to a Libra energy for guidance, for assistance. And sometimes, Libra, you can be so caught up in trying to keep up with everybody and trying to be the same as everybody, to do the same as everybody, that you often lose your own way. And you forget that you are somebody of substance, of significance, of relevance. So we're going to leave behind this competitiveness. We're not going to take that with us into 2023. But in 2023, we are going to feel a lot more confident. We are going to feel like, actually, you know what? We are somebody significant, substantial, worthy, okay? Because your competitiveness is because you don't feel as if you are worthy. You don't feel as if you are up there with the best of them. So you're constantly trying to improve, when actually you're right at the top and everybody sees you that way except for you. So that's interesting. Now we're going to look at, so Libra, the next stop on our agenda, if I can call it that, is what was the actual lesson of 2022 for you? So what was the lesson that 2022 needed to teach you or to show you? And your lesson is the Fool. I love that. So the Fool is about youthful innocence. It's about excitement. It's about adventure. It's about bravery and courageousness. It's about all of those kind of good things. So that basically means that 2022 for you was a year of starts, of beginnings, of adventures, of doing things you've never done before, climbing out of your comfort zone, taking a leap of faith, and just trusting that everything's going to be okay. But there was still this competitive edge, okay? So if you think about 2022, the experiences that you've had, I'm sure you will agree that there have been quite a few first times, or should I say quite a few firsts, quite a few things that you've done for the first time. And actually everything that you are and everything that you've done is in quite a few respects different to what it was before or how it was before. And you're sort of coming out of this feeling, you know, feeling so much stronger and so much more capable than you were coming into 2022. So we don't know yet if you've learned all the lessons that you needed to. We're still going to figure that out. But the lesson of 2022 for you is about trying things for the first time, doing things a little bit differently, climbing out of your comfort zone, but having the experience anyway. I like that. We are now, Libra, looking at what is the lesson of 2023. So the year that's coming up, what is the lesson of this next year for you? And here we have the Eight of Cups. Oh my gosh. So we've got stormy clouds behind him. He certainly looks like he's in the process of turning away. So it looks like he's already, you know, focusing on, and it looks as if his body is turning, okay? And he's walking away. We have some moon cycles on this, I don't know, concrete container, whatever it might be down the bottom there. Now, the Eight of Cups is the card of walking away. It's the card of saying, I'm not satisfied here anymore. Let me see what else there is. I'm unfulfilled, unsatisfied, dissatisfied, whatever the English word is, unfulfilled in my current situation. I want to explore and see what else there is. So we started off 2022 by trying new things, by exploring new things, by stretching the imagination, if I can put it that way. And 2023 is when you start doing a comparison between the life of last year, or sorry, let me rephrase that, the life of this year, of 2022, 2021 and 2020, etc., and realizing that actually none of that made you happy, none of that fulfilled your heart space. And you're at a place in your life now where in 2023 where you're just going to say, I want more, I want something different, I want something else, and you're going to start veering off in a different direction. So Libra, I want to say to you, remember, we're leaving our competitive energies behind, but we're taking from 2022 into 2023 this whole energy of capability, of being strong and capable and brave and courageous, because the lesson of 2022 has been trying new things, and the lesson of 2023 is knowing what and when to walk away. Okay, loving that. All right, so going back to lesson of 2022. So we haven't finished 2022 yet. We still have December. We still have an entire month to go. So this is the lesson for the whole 12 months. So we still got 1 month to go. So now I want to ask the question, how have you done with regards to your lesson? So have you completed the lesson, or is there still work to be done? So this is the card that's going to give us that. Have you completed the lesson of 2022? And we have got the Lovers card, the Lovers card. I love that. So here we've got the masculine and the feminine connecting and joining and becoming one with each other. She is very earthy and practical, and he is very etheric, but also has that earthy, practical energy about him. The quick answer here for you, Libra, is how have you done with regards to the lesson of 2022? Have you experienced it? Have you completed it? Have you learned it? I'm going to say no. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'm going to say no. And I tell you why I say that. Lovers is about union. It's about coming together. It's about realizing that on your own, you are not good enough. Singularly, you are not complete. But when you are with somebody, you are complete. And now I want to bring in this first card, which is the energy that we want to leave behind. And remember, I said this is the energy of comparison, of competitiveness, of always wanting to outdo, outsmart, outwit, outlast somebody else. Okay, so the Five of Wands with the Lovers card in your lesson for the year is telling you that you are still connecting with too many people. You're still putting your success in the hands of other people. So you're not taking responsibility of your own circumstance. Everything is conditional based on what other people are doing. So that is why I don't believe that you have fully completed the lesson yet. So Libra, we still have a whole month. We still have December. So that means you've got a little bit of time to complete this scenario so that you can walk away and start this new life that you want, that you deserve, and that is coming through for you. So let's see. One more from this deck. The energies of December. How are these energies of December going to help you to complete this lesson that you need to complete? So how are the energies of December going to assist you to complete the lessons? And we've got the Hanged Man. So no, the card is not upside down. He is hanging upside down, hence why he is called the Hanged Man. He has not been put into that position by somebody else. He has done this to himself on purpose, okay? And the reason why he's putting himself upside down is because he wants a different perspective. He wants to look at things from a different angle. He also understands that sometimes in life we have to make a self-sacrifice in order to move forward and progress. So he is bringing you very clearly energies in the month of December to help you to see this whole situation in a different light, okay? So he is assisting you to help you to get a new perspective on the thing so that you are not carrying these lessons and these experiences into the next year. So I am done with this deck, Libra, so I'm going to put it aside. And I am bringing in the other tarot deck. So we have an interesting situation here now, don't we, Libra? Because, like, I can imagine a lot of you going, I don't know what this is referring to, feeling a little bit unsure, like questioning everything, and not quite sure how do we learn this lesson that we're supposed to learn. So from this tarot deck, I want that information. So from this Forest of Enchantment tarot, I want to know how can you complete this lesson in December? Because remember, this is not anything we want to carry into next year. So we're asking here, how do you complete this lesson? How do we get a different perspective? How do we get a different angle on the situation to complete the lesson, to move so that we can move on with confidence, with happiness, with all of those kind of things. So Libra energy, December 2022 life lessons. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm happy with that shuffle. Cutting the deck. Card number 1, Libra, we have got the Seeker of Spells. And card number 2, we have got the Child of Visions. Right, so I'm just taking those two. So when we look at the Seeker of, okay, before I actually do that, can you see how these two decks work so well together? You know, the artwork may have a slight different style, but it has the same vibe, the same energy, and it's just the titles across the bottom that really make you see that it is a different deck. So let's have a look at our Seeker of Spells. So Seeker of Spells in traditional tarot would be the Knight of Wands. So she is brave, she is courageous, she is walking through a woods in the middle of the night with nothing but a little torch in her hand. But she is looking for one of these flowers, which she happens to find. We have a little fox over there, which is also saying to her that sometimes she has to take advantage of situation and circumstances and not always have a solid plan, but but to trust that everything's going to be okay, because that's what the Fool energy is. So the Fool is about not always having a plan, not always knowing exactly how things are going, but to just trust your instincts, to trust yourself, not other people, okay? Libra, not other people, trusting yourself. She is alone on this quest. She is alone. So this flower is one of those that blooms like once every couple of years at moonlight, and just for a short bit, and then it dies off again. So it is a truly magical, spectacular experience to witness. And this is what her goal and target has been. She hasn't taken anybody along because she knew that taking people along would actually hold her back. So she has learned that lesson. The little fox is watching over her there, because the fox is always an opportunist. You are not the fox, Libra. You are this person, and you need to go in search of the treasure, the thing that makes you happy. Now, I am going to say to you again with these two cards over here, you are too focused on other people's happiness, on what other people want of you, what other people expect of you. And that is why you haven't learned the lesson, because you're putting too much of your attention and your time into making everybody else happy, and you're not paying enough attention to yourself. So December, there will be an opportunity for you to go on an adventure, because that's what this year is all about. There will be an opportunity for you to go on an adventure. Don't take anybody along, all right? You have to do this on your own. Now, we also have the second card we have here is the Child of Visions, which is the Page of Cups. So you've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Page of Cups. Both of these are in the forest, in the woods, in the middle of the night, with no fear, no concern, no worry, no anxiety. They are alone. So again, Libra, there is going to be an opportunity in the month of December for you to have a solitary experience, which is going to help you to overcome the lesson and to learn and to complete the lesson that you need. If we look at our Page of Cups, our Child of Visions, just look at that excitement on her face. I mean, isn't that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? She is excited about the, gosh, what's this thing called? Spiderweb. She is excited about all the treasures that she's finding. She is barefoot. It is raining. She doesn't care. She is just living her best life. And this is what you need to be doing, Libra. You need to stop trying to keep up with other people, and you need to stop trying to share with other people, and you need to become a little bit more self-centered, self-ish, self-wish. All right, because that is what this lesson, this year 2022 for you has been about. Adventure has been about exploring different parts of yourself, releasing different parts of yourself. You've got to December and you're more engrossed in helping other people and competing with or keeping up with or participating with other people, and you have neglected yourself. And remember, 2023 is going to help you to shift away, to move away from that, which is really, really good. Okay. So, Libra, I have an oracle deck here, and I didn't show it in the intro. The oracle deck is the Divine Energy Oracle. This is a stunning, stunning, stunning deck. So let's give it a shuffle. I'm looking for just a single card from this that is going to just tie in the whole reading, bring it all together, confirm, validate, clarify everything that I have shared with you already, anything else that comes through. So we're looking at apparently that one. There are three, but I'm only taking the top one, so I'm going to hide those so that you don't see them. Oopsie, where am I going with those? So the key, the card for you here is focus on success. Instead of focusing on other people's success, or instead of focusing on what everybody else is doing, this is about focusing on your success. The fact that you will find what you need, but you do need to climb out of your comfort zone. All right? So Libra, it's important to climb out of your comfort zone, to recognize how powerful you are, to recognize how capable you are, how successful you have been this year already. But you're still got some adventures to go on in December, but it's definitely ones that you need to do on your own and not with everybody else. So Libra, wishing you an amazing December. You've got a lot of work ahead of you, but I do think, I believe in you. I know you're going to do this. I know you're going to figure this out. As long as you keep focusing on solitary success, you're going to be absolutely fine. And I look forward to connecting with you again at the end of the month. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.